Hey everyone, thank you for jumping back into military school. If you like the content, please subscribe and like this video and share it with everyone. And check out the cells on military school on skool.com. Red pill or blue pill, that's what we're going to talk about today. Two versions of the same word. The blue pill says the military is a trap, a job you cannot leave, a contract signed in blood. You follow orders or you go to jail. The red pill says the military is a cheat code. It is the only job in America that will pay you to learn discipline, feed you, train you, house you, and set you up for benefit that lasts a lifetime if you know how to use it. Most people online, they take the blue pill, they watch the memes, the rage posts, the TikToks about military prison, and they believe every word. But the ones who actually study the system, what happened? They swallow the red pill and wake up. Let's start with that comment I got on one of my YouTube videos. The military is a job that you cannot leave if it sucks or you go to prison. You are comparing apples to orange. That was the comment. Oh, really? Let's talk about those apples and orange. See, the people who say stuff like that never served, or they served blind. They think freedom is doing whatever you want, whenever you want. But real freedom is having options. And the military, when you understand it, gives you more options than any 9-to-5 ever will. Yeah, you cannot quit mid-deployment. That is true. But you also cannot quit a mortgage or salary May or child support. You think civilian life is freedom? Try missing 3 rent payments and see how free you feel. They love to say the military owns you. No, the US military sponsors you. It is a partnership. They get your time, you get your transformation. Win-win. The problem is most people stop at the time part and never reach the transformation. That is the blue pill. That is the illusion. That is thinking short-term while the system is built for long-term gain. Now, the red pill. The red pill is realizing the contract is not punishment. It is leverage. 3 years guaranteed paycheck, housing, healthcare, travel, education, and tax-free benefits. 3 years where every decision you make can either build your foundation or bury your potential. The blue pill mindset says, I cannot leave if it sucks. The red pill mindset says, I can leave smarter than I came in. You choose. Because every day you stay blind to what is available to you is another day you are giving back the power you already earned. Let me be honest. When I first joined the US military, I was blue pill too. I believed every cliche. Do not worry about money. Just focus on the mission. Your time will come. And for a while, I lived that way. Until one day, I started learning about personal finance. And that was my red pill. That was my awakening. I remember it like it was yesterday, sitting in the barracks, phone in hand, watching a simple video explaining compound interest. It hit me. Nobody ever talked about this. Not my NCOs, not my commanders, not even those mandatory financial readiness briefings. They taught us how to follow a budget, not how to build wealth. They taught us how to avoid debt, not how to invest. They taught us how to survive, not how to multiply. That night, I started digging. TSP, Roth IRA, VA benefit, SkillBridge, tuition assistance. It felt like discovering the hidden level of a video game I will be playing on easy mode. That was my red pill moment. And once I took it, I could not unsee the truth. Because here is the truth. The military is not perfect, but it is predictable. And predictable systems are beatable systems. When you understand the rules, you realize you can actually game the game. And the prize is not rank, it is freedom. Now, let's go back to that commenter for a second. He said, you are comparing apples to oranges. You are damn right, I am. Because the civilian world and the military world are two different fruit bowls. In the civilian world, you can quit anytime, but you are replaceable. In the military world, you are locked in, but you are protected. Civilian jobs fires you, right? You get nothing. Military discharge you honorably. You get benefit for life. Apple to orange indeed. So let's call it what it is. The people who complain about being trapped never learned how to prepare the exit. Because the real ones, the strategists, are out here stacking benefits, degrees, and experience before they did it 214 even prints. Blue pill says you are stuck. Red pill says you are responsible for 3 years to reinvent yourself. And the craziest part is both are true, depending on what you choose to see. Most people see contracts, few see opportunity, most see limitation, few see leverage. That is why the matrix metaphor works perfectly. Because just like in that movie, you have to wake yourself up. No one is coming to hand you the red pill. You have to reach for it. And when you do, everything changes. You start to see the military is the most misunderstood wealth engine in America. A government-funded system that pays you to learn discipline, gives you access to tax-free compensation, provides lifetime healthcare, covers your education, and ends you a zero-down mortgage if you pay attention. The blue pill crowd never sees that. They are too busy scrolling. They want comfort, not clarity. They want you to complain. They want to complain about the system instead of controlling it. But once you see the red pill side, you start moving differently. You stop trying to impress leadership and start impressing your future self. You stop chasing rank and start chasing results. You stop waiting for permission and start building a plan. That is the shift. That is the moment you go from soldier to strategist. Let me give you a comparison. Blue pill. I will wait until I get out to figure out my VA benefit. Red pill. I am documenting everything now so I can file the day I separate. Blue pill. SkillBridge sounds complicated. Red pill. SkillBridge is my 6-month head start. Blue pill. I don't have time for school. Red pill. The government is paying for my degree. I will be stupid not to. See the difference? Same uniform, different operating system. The blue pill keeps you in survival mode. The red pills activate freedom mode. And once that happens, you cannot go back. You stop seeing the military as a job and start seeing it as a launch pad. You stop seeing your NCOs as bosses and start seeing them as a case studies. You stop seeing your paycheck as income and start seeing it as investment fuel. That is what I mean when I say take the red pill. It is not rebellion, it is awareness. Because let's be real, the people who say you will go to the military prison if you try to leave are the same ones who have never even read their own contract. They heard a rumor, believe it, and built an identity around fear. That is not freedom. That is mental captivity. And I'm not here for that. I'm here for the people ready to open their eyes, learn the system, and use it like a tool instead of fearing it like a cage. Because here is the paradox. The same structure they call restrictive is the one that can make you rich if you know how to operate inside it. When I started learning how benefits stack, I realized every year in uniform was producing hidden return on investment. Every medical record documented, future tax-free income, every deployment, future compensation and credit points, every class I took with tuition assistance, a degree I did not pay for, every contribution to my TSP, compound interest waiting to explode. Meanwhile, my blue pill peers were just counting down the days until ETS, not realizing those same days could be building generational leverage. So yeah, I will roast the comment because it is lazy, because it is half true and half blind, and because repeating lies about the systems helps nobody. If you are going to criticize the US military, at least do it with receipts. At least admit that it is not the system holding you, it is the mindset. You cannot call it slavery if you never read the fine print. You cannot call it a trap if you never learn the exits. The red pill is understanding there are exits everywhere. You just need to look for them. The blue pill keeps you stuck complaining in the comments. The red pills get you paid. Let's get even more real. You know who actually ends up in a military prison? People who quit mentally before they ever tried to learn the rules. People who treat others like oppression instead of obligation. People who think rebellion equals freedom. But here is the truth. Freedom is not the absence of structure. It is mastery of it. Structure is neutral. You can let it confine you or you can let it refine you. And when you use it right, structure becomes a staircase. That is what I learned. I realized the uniform was not supposed to trap me. It was supposed to train me. Train me to wake up early. Train me to finish what I start. Train me to handle pressure. Those habits, when combined with financial literacy, became my real superpower. Because once you mix discipline with knowledge, you become unstoppable. Let me tell you what that looked like in my life. The same energy I used to put in PT information, I start putting it into learning the system. I study benefit like they were a new MOS. I watch videos, read manuals, ask questions, and slowly everything started to click. I filed my VA claim correctly. I learned about disability percentages, presumptives, and how to document everything. I built a plan for separation. And when I finally got out, I was not lost. I was ready. $4,500 a month, tax free. That is not hype. That is reality. That is the result of taking the red pill, of learning instead of whining. Meanwhile, some of the loudest voices calling it a scam were still renting apartments still struggling, still repeating. You cannot live if it sucks. You are right. You cannot live if you quit thinking. The US military does not punish intelligence. It punishes ignorance disguised as attitude. And that is why I keep saying, learn the system. Because once you do, you realize how many doors were open the whole time. You could be getting certified through tuition assistance. You could be setting up SkillBridge to work into a 6-figure job. You could be investing your BAH, not blowing it on furniture. You could be building your VA disability record every doctor visit, but you have to want it. The red pill does not taste sweet. It tastes like responsibility. It tastes like accountability. It tastes like I'm done blaming the system. I'm done blaming everyone else. And that is why so few people take it. They would rather stay blue, complain, gossip, scold, and call everyone who succeeds a sellout. Because waking up means tasting the proof. You had control the whole time. Here is what the blue pill code never admits. The civilian world is its own contract. They sign leases, car notes, student loan, credit cards, and every one of those is a longer, harsher obligation than a military enlistment. You miss a payment there, no benefit, no forgiveness, just debt. At least the military contract pay you while you serve. 3 years can change your entire trajectory if you use them intentionally. 3 years of service can buy you a lifetime of options, but only if you understand what is available. That is the essence of the red pill. Awareness. Awareness of benefit. Awareness of timing. Awareness of the fact that structure can be strategy. Once you have that, nobody can take it away. People ask me all the time, why do you keep defending the US military? I do not. I expose it. I expose the parts nobody talks about. The parts that actually build freedom. I'm not here to glorify service. I'm here to maximize it. Because what is the point of complaining about a system that literally pays you to level up? The only reason most people do not is because they never knew how. And that is what Military School on Skool.com exists for. It is not another motivational page. It is not propaganda. It is practical freedom training. I teach the red pill version of the US military, the version where you understand every benefit, every loophole, every opportunity hidden in plain sight. When you learn that version, you stop arguing in comment section and start changing your life. I wish I could show every blue pill commenter a montage of the veterans who played it smart, the ones who left debt-free, house-ready, and degree complete, the ones who use VA disability as a seed money for the businesses, the ones who are retired before 35 because they stacked right while serving. None of that came from luck. It came from literacy. You do not need to love the military to learn from it. You just need to stop fighting the rules long enough to understand them. Because every system has a key, and the key is knowledge. Once you unlock that, you realize you were never trapped. You were trained to wake up early, adapt fast, and overcome. Trained to handle stress. Trained to lead. Trained to survive. Those same skills combined with a financial education make you unstoppable outside the gate. So if you are watching this video and you are still debating whether the US military is slavery or strategy, here is my challenge. Take both pills, but swallow the red one last. Learn the truth for yourself. Research the benefits. Read your contract. Talk to veterans who did it right. Run the math. And if after that you still think it is a trap, fine. At least you woke up enough to make that choice consciously, because that is the real meaning of the red pill. Consciousness, not conspiracy, not rebellion. Consciousness. I'm not saying it is easy. I'm saying it is worth it. You give the US military 3 years, it can give you a lifetime of leverage, but only if you are awake enough to see it. The blue pill crowd will keep arguing. They will say, you cannot leave if it sucks. And I will keep smiling because I left on my terms, with benefits stacked and freedom funded. And they cannot argue with results. So here's my final message to that commenter and everyone who thinks like him. You are right. You cannot leave if it sucks, but you can live smarter than you came in. And that is exactly what I did. Take the red pill, wake up, use the system, because the only prison left is the one you build in your own mind. If you are ready to stop living in that prison and start mastering the system that funds freedom, join me inside Military School on Skool.com. We do not do excuse there. We do strategy. We don't argue about the game. We learn how to win it. Because the truth is not hidden. It is just ignored. And once you finally see it, you will wonder how you ever believed the illusion. That is the red pill. That is the reality. And that is the power they cannot take away. If this video helped you, please like the video, subscribe, and share it with everyone that you know. Watch this video on the screen that YouTube thinks will be helpful to you next. Peace. I'm gone.